Trainer John Shirreffs, who upset the 2005 Kentucky Derby with the 50-1 long shot Giacomo and rode the crest of the wave with Horse of the Year Zenyatta for 19 straight victories, has died at the age of 80. As reported by Daily Racing Form, Shirreffs passed away in his sleep on Wednesday night. Hall of Fame jockey Mike Smith, who was aboard Giacomo for the Derby shocker and was Zenyatta's regular rider, remembered Shirreffs as an incredible horseman. Shirreffs won 39 Grade 1 races in his career, the first by the mare Manistique in the 1999 Santa Margarita Invitational Handicap, and his last with Baeza in the 2025 Pennsylvania Derby. He saddled his last two runners on January 31 at Santa Anita, finishing third with the maiden Deep Tracks after winning the G2 San Pasquale Stakes with Westwood, both for the Searing family's CRK stable. His patience was what really made him such an outstanding horseman, said Smith. He was always trying to get into a horse's mind. He treated them all as individuals and really got into their heads. The best example of the job-like patience demonstrated by Shirreffs would be Zenyatta, a daughter of Street Cry who didn't debut until November of her 3-year-old campaign. A quirky filly, over the next 3 seasons she electrified the racing world with her dazzling stretch run, winning the G1 Breeders' Cup Distaff in 2008 and becoming the only female to win the G1 Breeders' Cup Classic the following year. Her lone defeat came in her final career start, when the defense of her Breeders' Cup Classic title came up a head short of blame under the lights at Churchill Downs after trailing the field into the stretch turn. I know no one else would have ever gotten the run out of Zenyatta like he did, Smith said, because she needed all that time. It took him a while to figure her out, but once he did and started running her, man, he was that way with all his horses, Smith added. He loved each and every one of them, and he treated them all different. Born the 1st of June 1945 in Leavenworth, Connecticut, Shirreffs was introduced to racing by his father, who bred horses in partnership with Peter Fuller in New England, where the Shirreffs family owned a farm near Newfield's NH. Shirreffs served in the U.S. Marines, including a tour of duty in Vietnam, then headed west after being discharged. He intended to go to Hawaii to become a surfer, but stopped in California, where he found work as a hot walker for trainer Gene Cleveland. He took out his trainer's license in 1976, saddling his first winner, Pee Wee Painter, on the 31st of July 1976 at Bay Meadows in San Mateo, Calife, and operating a small public stable until 1984. He then spent a decade assisting 2 well-respected horsemen, Bill Sparr and Brian Mayberry, before taking on a private training job in 1994 for Ed Nahum and Marshall Nephi's 505 Farms. Shirreffs recorded the first of his 113 career-graded stakes victories with Bertrando in the G2 Goodwood Handicap in 1994. His biggest break came in 2000, when Dorian Gordo, then the racing manager for A&M Records co-founder, Jerry Moss, interviewed Shirreffs as a possible trainer for Moss. He not only got the job, but he and Dottie fell in love and were married 3 years later. She became an important part of the team going forward. With a stable of owners that included many breed-to-race operations, Shirreffs began compiling a formidable resume of Grade 1 winners, including Starer, Hollywood Story, Tarlow, Aftermarket, Tiago. Life is Sweet, Harmonious, Star Billing, Nereid, Gormley, Hard Not to Love, Honor AP Beyond, Brilliant, and Express Train. But towering above them all was Zenyatta, who was inducted into the National Museum of Racing Hall of Fame in 2016. Of her 19 wins, 13 came at the Grade 1 level. "I'm just in shock," said Smith. "He's a great man. We just spoke the day before yesterday, talking about some of the horses coming up, and a colt that I just rode for him. I don't have words to describe what a wonderful man he was and how good he was to so many people. He meant so much to me personally, Not only my career where he played such a big part, but as a true, close friend. We were tight. He was my man. In addition to his wife, Dottie, Shirreffs is survived by his stepson, David Ingordo, a successful bloodstock agent. Information on services will be provided once that becomes available. Santa Anita Park, where Shirreffs has been stabled for many years, issued the following statement. Santa Anita Park joins the racing community in mourning the sudden passing of trainer John Shirreffs. He was a fixture at Santa Anita Park throughout his career, and his legacy as a caring horseman will remain embedded in the fabric of our history. Every horse who races at Santa Anita must first pass by the statue of John's greatest trainee, the wonderful mare Zenyatta. While John's victories were plentiful and prestigious, what he accomplished with Zenyatta in the 2009 Breeders' Cupel